I had to do all of this while in grief and being under like this isn't the most forgiving crowd, you know, like when you're having a shit day, definitely not.
Oh, they're the worst.
It's crazy.
It's crazy because it's such a, like, you're so exposed and you're so vulnerable as a fighter, and the fans might be the meanest.
Well, and yes, they're so mean. But I feel like I have the best fans too. Like I have the ones like
the ones that really love you.
They're so ride or die, and like I'm so proud of them. But like I didn't even start doing my own social media. my husband did my social media, and so all of a sudden I get thrown into social media and how social media works when I'm at my most like low vulnerable.
And you're reading all that shit?
I didn't know you're not supposed to. I'm looking at it like investments, right? Like I'm like, oh, here's a stock. I'm gonna put money into this stock and let's just see how it turned out.
Oh,
and then
that's
I was
funny.
like, oh, and I think the first person that ever told me not to do that was Callan. Like later, he's like, never read the comments.
Brian Callan?
What are you doing?
Yeah, Brian Callan doesn't read shit.
He's like, don't read the comments.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, how will I know how I did? He's like, just fucking know in here.
Yeah, you'll know from your peers.
Right?
You'll know from your coaches, and you'll know.
Well, I mean, it sucks when you know like 6 hours later you wrote some shit that people are taking wrong. Or, I mean, it's like an opportunist situation. They like wait for you to fuck up. And they're like, oh, right there, right there. I'm like, you know, I didn't mean to say that. Or, you know, that's not how I meant it or whatever. But
it's hard because everybody's text looks the same.
Yeah.
Right? The text that you would get from Holly Holm or someone you respect versus the text that you get from some fat slob sitting there eating Cheetos, farting into their hands. The same person. Like, it looks the same as on text. But it's just, you're going to get like some people that just want to hurt your feelings because they suck and their life is terrible. Like, I've never met a hater that's doing great. Like, there's no haters that are like, man, my fucking life is awesome. But you know what I like doing? I like going on YouTube and I just go make comments that are just trying to hurt someone's feelings. I just try to cut them to the bone, say fucked up shit about dead relatives and what they did wrong. Like, those people are all just losers, just fucking losers, you know? I mean, there's just no way around it. That's all they are.
it was so foreign to me because, I mean, in wrestling, like I did wrestling, I did soccer, volleyball, swimming, like I never ever heard anyone be discouraging. Like no one ever came to me and was like, fuck you, you suck.
Yeah, you don't.
And now it's like,
you wouldn't get that from someone who was a fan or someone, even if someone's from an opposing team and like, she ain't shit. They're just saying that because they want to beat you. You know, it's like, but the haters that you're dealing with online, they just, there's a lot. Look, life is fucking complicated. It's hard to get right. And as you're seeing with your very difficult career, there's a lot of like decisions to be made. There's you can fuck it up. You got to build back up again. Try, and you're a smart person who's strong and successful. For losers, life is impossible. It's impossible. And so they go through life just angry and depressed and sad and failing at everything they do, but they still have a phone. Or they still have a laptop. And like, you fucking cunt, you fucking loser. And that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. You're getting all that anger. And you don't even know this person. Why are they angry at you? Because they're angry at life. Because life has fucked them in the ass. That's why they're angry. They're angry at life because they got dealt a shit existence, right? They have bad genetics. They have a bad family. They have a bad job. They live in a bad neighborhood. They have bad people around them. They feel bad. Everything's wrong. But they still get to talk. They still get to talk shit, and they still get to type mean things out. That's why you can't read comments, because it's fucking hard. The only thing you could do is inspire with your work, with what you do, and you do that already. You know, and you're a human being. You're gonna make mistakes, and you're gonna do things right, and you're gonna do things wrong, and you're gonna have these epic moments, and you're gonna have these failures, because that's just a part of like doing things that are complicated. But you can't read the comments. You definitely can't take them to heart.
Noted. Yes. Noted. It got me good a couple of times. Like, it'll fuck up your day.
Yeah, it can fuck up your day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't let that happen. It's sad because those people that are doing that, they're in pain. That's the only reason why they would lash out at you like that. They go, no, I'm just telling the truth. You just can't handle the truth. Even if it was the truth, the way in which people say it and the reason why they're saying it is because they want to hurt your feelings. They're not being kind. You know, there's a lot of that going on today. I mean, even in the media, the way people tell stories and write articles about people, it's like they're not it's not just that they're trying to tell the facts and explain what's happening. They're trying to cut people down and hurt people. And I mean, I wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that our fucking president does that, because it seems more prevalent now than ever before. It seems like there's like a trend. And I think a lot of like, one of the things about the president, whoever the president is like there's some people that are not going to listen to anything he says, but there's a certain amount of people that are going to take his actions and use it as almost like a barometer. Example, an example of how they should behave and how this country behaves. It's like he's the top dog, and when the top dog is insulting people all the time and saying shitty things
and
all
still
the time,
can be successful.
Yeah, it lets people know this is you want to get ahead. You want to get ahead. You got to do like him, and then they go out and act like assholes too. Yeah. It's a bummer. So anyway,